Hey besties. Okay, get ready with me to go to see my boyfriend. Today is the last day to get ready in this room. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you'll see soon. Mis labios están super chapped, like a desert. Oh, whatever. So while we do this, we're gonna also be telling a story time because I asked you guys to DM me on Instagram with stories that you guys give me permission to share on YouTube, TikTok. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. My insurance legit just sent me a ring. I'm done. United Healthcare, you do too much. Okay, so I already said the story, but somehow my phone decided to cut off, so it is what it is. So we're gonna name the girl, we're gonna name her Fiona, we're gonna name the guy Burro, and we're gonna name the other girl Cinderella because she's not a full sister, you know? She's still a sister, but not full sister. Okay, so this is how the story goes. Fiona and Burro have been dating for about 4 years. They met by the end of 8th grade. He asked her to be his girlfriend at the beginning of freshman year. And they were very, very good until senior year. Senior year. Where this new girl popped out of nowhere to her school. You know, a new girl, cool, fun, and jokes. At first, they thought she was really, really cool. They said she was really pretty. And they thought she was really cool. You know, she seemed really sweet. And Fiona was, like, being very nice and was like, hey, like, I can show you around the school, you know? Blah, 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 blah. And then the boyfriend, Cinderella and Buddha had, like, some classes together. Hold on, let me do this real quick. So, Buddha was like, he told his girlfriend Fiona, he was like, hey, I got class with the new girl. We should show her around, so she just came from Mexico. And Fiona, being the sweet little girl that she says she is, she was like, oh yeah, of course, you know, why not, blah, blah, blah. Because she was like, I never thought about my boyfriend would ever do me like that. Never did it cross my mind, you know what I mean? And she was like, yeah, of course, why not? So they started hanging out with her. She was like, oh, Cinderella was super nice. She's really sweet. Never in the beginning, never tried, like, you know, because she was like, oh yeah, this is my boyfriend. And blah, blah, blah. And she would always be like, oh my god, you guys are such a cute couple. Sis, right there, that's a red flag. Oh my god, I can't stand girls. Girls would be like, oh my god, you guys are so cute together, and then try to go with your man. Like, no. You know what I'm talking about? And then she was like, oh, thank you, blah, 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 blah. They all started becoming very close, you know. But Fiona already started having, like, some doubts because of how close they were getting. She said, at first it didn't bother me, but the more I saw them, the way they hang out, it really started getting to me, and I started overthinking. But my boyfriend would always tell me, like, you're just being dramatic, you know, I would never cheat on you, why would you not trust me, like, are you really going through these things, I'm really gonna, like, argue over stuff like this, blah, blah, you know what I mean, all that little BS stuff. Where is my thing? Hold on. Tell me why I just realized what my little niece did. She put my eyelash in here, whatever. And Fiona was like, maybe I am overthinking, maybe I am tripping, maybe there's nothing between them, blah, blah, blah. You know, girl, trust your guts. You know what I'm talking about? But whatever. She didn't trust her guts that day. So they started hanging out more and more. And then Fiona would be like, hey, babe, we should go to this. And then the boyfriend would always be like, oh, yeah, I'm going out with the boys. Like, can we do it another day? Would always find, like, some kind of excuse to not hang out with his girlfriend. You know what I'm talking about? And then, she said one day, she told her boyfriend, like, let's go to the movies. And he was like, no, I can't. I promised the boys I was gonna go play video games with them. Like, I already promised them. Maybe another day, blah, blah. You know? Already with the excuses again. And she was like, fine. You know what? Fine. It's whatever. At this point, I just feel like you're looking for excuses, blah, blah, blah. You know? And then he was like, oh, don't do this again. You're just being over dramatic. Like, seriously, like, we're really gonna go through this thing again. Like, why can't you just trust me? You know what I'm talking about? And then she was like, I trust you, but like, come on, be FF for real. Like, it ain't no way out of sudden you're just canceling all of our plans. You got no time for me and all these things. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, look at that match. Ooh. Okay. And then, hold on. Dude, I'm so mad. I just recorded a whole clip and it did not record at all. Moment of silence. Because I just recorded a lot and no se grabó nada. So we're gonna go back to where I was. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know where I left off, if I'm honest with y'all. But so they all became really good friends. Like, all of them, they became really good friends, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. They became really close. Pero the boyfriend started acting really fishy now because he would always cancel plans with her. He would always be like, oh, I'm out with the boys. I'm hanging out with the boys and this and that. And then one day they had planned to go out to the movies, and that day he canceled on her last minute. He was like, hey, like, I'm so sorry, I forgot that I had planned this with the boys. Like, can we do it another day? And she had this really gut feeling that, you know, like, something's off. And she called the guys, and she was like, hey, boys, because they were all friends, the guys, you know. So she called them, and she was like, hey, like, can you tell Shrek to please call me back? Like, it's an emergency. He's not answering his phone. And the friend was like, what are you talking about? He's not with us. And then she was like, what do you mean? Like, he just canceled plans on me to go hang out with you guys. And then he was like, well, he's not in our house. Like, we have not seen him in a big minute. And that's when she was like, you guys have not seen him in a long minute. Like, something's off. Something's fishing. Because what do you mean you have not seen him in a big minute? When obviously he's been telling me he's with you guys. And she was like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know to tell you, but he's not been with us. And I mean, you know, that's when she obviously knew something was up. So she texted the girl. She texted Cinderella, hey, like, girl, can I please go see you? Like, I really need to talk to you. Because they were all good friends. So I'm guessing she was trying to, like, vent to her, you know? So she was like, hey, girl, like, can I please, like, go over your house? Like, I really need a friend right now to talk to. And the friend hit her up with, like, oh, hey, girl, I'm so sorry, but I can't today. I'm really busy helping my parents to do something. And that's when she obviously remembered that, first of all, she had told her that her mom was going out for a trip. And she was only staying with her stepdad. But she said that her stepdad is always working. And she said that she doesn't even spend time with her stepdad. So obviously, something was up. But her being this really good friend, she tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, whatever, you know, whatever it's... Okay, Betsy, let's hurry up because my boyfriend just called me because he's been waiting on me for 2 hours to get ready. I told him I was just going to get ready real quick and I was going to go. But instead I decided to record a video and tell you guys a story time that happened to someone. Okay, either way. Fast forward, so she, you know, she had something, she felt something, she knew something was up, she knew something was very, very off. So she decides to go to Cinderella's house just to, like, you know, just see what's going on. And as soon as she pulls out to Cinderella's house, guess whose car is parked outside? Yup. If you said that boyfriend's house, yup. His car was parked outside her house. And Lord. Yes, I did just pull out my eyelash because I put it wrong because my boyfriend called me. And I was trying to make it seem like I was ready. Even though he distracted me and made me cut my lash a little too short. Either way, so yeah, she was like, she knew something was very off. So when she pulled out to her house and she see her boyfriend's car parked outside, she was like, this little, you know? But she was like, I didn't knock on the door. I was trying to be mature enough and I left. Cause man, if I would have been her girl, I would have. Not to her, but to him, I would have been like. Anyway, she was like, for some reason, she was like, there was something that was still throwing me off about her. Like, there was something about her that, I don't know, something just seemed very, very odd. And she had to figure out what it was. So she did. She didn't want it in detail how she found out, but why is this eyelash not sticking up? Hold on. And then she said that, I don't know how she did it or what she did, but somehow she went over to her Cinderella's stepdad's house, right? And was talking to her. Hold on, here comes the best part. Not Cinderella, I meant Budo's house. So she goes crying to Budo's house, and she was like, Señora, no me lo van a creer. Like, su hijo me hizo esto, you know, like, blah, 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 you know? And then she was like, it's this new girl, y se mira así, así, así. And she was like giving her like vivid description of how Cinderella looks like. And she said that la cara de su papá de él, like his face turned so red. Like he like kind of like freaked out. And she was like, what's going on? Like, ¿qué pasa? You know, like, what's up? ¿Por qué se mira así? And then he was like, no, it's not. And then she was like, por favor, like, dígame, like, is there something, like, I have to know, like, you know? And el señor was like, he was like, es que la descripción que tú me acabas de dar suena a la descripción de mi otra hija. And from what I had before, from an affair I had. And she was like, you're lying. And he was like, but no, like, it can't be. Like, it really can't be. So, you know, Mrs. Little Girl pulls out a picture from Facebook, and she was like, it's ella. And he was like, you gotta call my son. Like, es su hermana.